You know this song.
Okay.
My Funny Valentine?
Yeah, I know it. I just can't remember it.
My Funny Valentine. So, C was this one.
Yes, so this is C minor 7 here.
So
it's going to be completely different.
that's why I hate this instrument.
Yeah. Yeah, because okay, so C minor 7. Yeah, we did B minor 7 before. Okay. It's just up 1 fret, so that we now got C on the bass. That's the one. That's it. I mean this one. Yep. And then A flat, just a regular. Okay, now this one, we just take the bar up 1 fret to fret 4. Yep. And your second finger needs to go up 1 string as well. Yep. And then you've got A flat 7 over B flat, so that's going to be interesting. The thing is with, okay, because this is more jazz, so we can kind of just disregard the over B flat because that's in the bass, right? Guitar doesn't need to worry about the bass note because that's telling us that B flat's going to be on the bass, but we don't need to worry about that. So we can just do an A flat 7. So that's A flat, right? For A flat 7, you just let go of the pinky. Yeah. So that's the theme with a lot of the 7th chords. We just like lift the pinky off the bar.
Oh. Okay. Yeah.
Yep. And then G sharp 5. I think would be.
From harmony days, like that sharp usually means the 3rd is raised. But no?
No, so because it's on the 5th, right? Like this is a sharp 5. It's just odd that it wouldn't be a G. Hold on. Let me just look this up real quick because I swear that's not how it's normally notated. Just don't know why it says 5 sharp. Normally it's sharp 5. It's weird. I'm gonna assume it means the raised 5th.
Yeah.
And in jazz, a lot of the time the 7th is just implied. So be that chord. Let me just hear how it sounds. Yeah, that actually works. So we're skipping the 5th string, 1st and 2nd finger on the 6th and 4th. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, it's actually one of my favourite shapes. That one.
It's like the diminished sort of. Because that was like.
Oh yeah, so like that.
Like that, wasn't it?
Are you talking about the augmented? This one?
Yeah.
Oh, the half diminished tune.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, it's based around the G7. It's just that we raise the 5th up 1 fret. 1st finger on the 6th string. Yeah. So let's go through those chords again. C minor 7. Yeah, remember with the 7th, we raise the pinky.
This joint in here is like so weak.
Yeah. Well, we don't have to do it full as well. We can just do this way. So.
No. Yes. Yes.
And then there, yeah. The thing is, you know, we've got to avoid those open strings. That's the thing with doing the non-bar chords. We have to mute certain strings. So.
Why does it not sound like yours?
Oh, because you're down 1 fret. Yeah, there you go.
Oh yes.
Yeah. So good. Now, yeah, I'm just going to go with the way it's written because, like, normally in jazz when it says A flat, it actually means A flat major 7, like a major major. So, and then, yeah, but we'll go with just the way it's written. If it says A flat, it's just a normal A flat, which would be this. So it's like our minor shape, except we got to bring everything up 1 string. Yeah, and then lift the pinky for the 7th. And then this one here. 6th string bass with your 1st finger. Yeah, there you go. So that's our first couple bars there. And I think it's just, yeah, it's half a bar on each chord, so it would be
What was the first chord again?
C minor 7 on the 3rd fret. Yep. 7th, raise the pinky. Bring it up 1 fret. Everything. Yep.
And then a G.
That's our G
Oh.
sharp 5 fret.
Okay.
Now on to the next line here. So normal C minor this time. So we have our pinky down. And then C7 is you're gonna lift your 2nd finger. And
Why
then,
not the pinky off?
and then pinky down 1 string.
What the fuck?
Yeah. And then back down to C minor 7. So now we have the pinky off. But you wanted the pinky off. 3rd finger needs to go on string 4 there, yeah. And C6. Hold on a second. C minor 6, yeah. I think that's a C minor 6 there. Yeah. So an easier way to do this, we've just come from a C minor 7 here. Yeah. The thing with that is we've got to avoid string 4, so yeah. So that's our added 6 there. Now, you know, if you're unsure with like extensions and shit, like where it says like the G sharp 5 and the minor 6 and all that, if you're unsure with that, you can just take the extension off, like on the day. If you're like, shit, what's a minor 6? Just play a minor, which would be. You can normally just do a minor 7. So, yeah, if you're unsure with the extensions, just take it off and go with either just a minor or major. It's not a big deal. like because it's supposed to be like sight reading, right? Sort of thing where they give it to you and they're like, read this chart. So in that context, I wouldn't be too worried about extensions, as long as you know like the base like chord shape, without the extension, then it shouldn't be a big deal. And then A flat 7. So
Yes.
I would, if I were you, also I would try to get more of a handle on like where, like what each, like what the bass notes are. So like we've got E on the open string, right?
F.
And then F, F sharp, G, G sharp or A flat, A. Now once we get up to this 5th fret, that is the same as the next string down open.
Ah, yes.
So kind of overlaps, right? Instead of going like A, B, C like this, you can go, right? And it's the same deal with the 4th string as well. Like once we get up to the 5th fret, the same as the 4th string open.
Yeah.
So you can kind of work things out that way. Right? Like if you want to figure out, okay, where's, for example, where is C? Like you go, okay, so like this is kind of a slow way of working out, but yeah. And knowing what the open strings are helps as well. So like E, A, D, G, E, Eddie, A, Dynamite, Goodbye, Eddie. That's what I teach the kids. So, we go A, B, C, there's our C. And you build your C minor chord off that.
Right, that opened the door in my brain just then.
Good. I'm glad.
So before I was just trying to be like, okay, 2nd fret, this is the hand position, go.
Yeah.
There's too many. And there's too many variations.
Well, that's the thing. A lot of these are all the same shapes. It's just in different spots. And if you know where the root note is and what the root note is, like if you know it's B, C sharp, E flat, all that, then you can just build it off that. Right, a lot of these are the same shapes. So, like we've done the minor 7 shape a few times. This one here, we've done it as B minor 7. Right, but here it's C minor 7. So we just take that up 1 semitone to C.
Because it's the C.
Yeah. Right.
Okay.
And all of these shapes are like translatable from open chords. So like, how we were doing E minor before? You can take that shape and use it as, you just, to take it up, all you need to do is add a bar. So, like, if I wanted to go to F minor, I would need, this is our F here, so we'd build it off that bass. And you'd do this shape. It's basically the same shape from our open chord, just now barred. And the bar is what allows you to take it, like, anywhere around the neck. So if you learn your open chords, you can sort of like use those up the neck. If you know where your bass note is, if you know where the root is, you just take those shapes. Some of them are a bit awkward to do bars, like the C chord has to be, like you don't see that very often, or the G chord, like you don't see that very often. It's more common to have like these ones. You don't see D very often either. It's a bit weird. But yeah, I think E minor, A minor, and E major and A major. Those are your most common shapes that go up in bars. So like the A flat we were doing before, this one, that's based off your E chord shape. It's just all built up on the 4th fret instead. Right? I hope that makes sense.
Yeah, no, that does.
Yeah, so try and learn, just your basic, like where your notes are on your bass strings here. So like your 6th, 5th, and 4th string. At least the 6th and 5th, because we build most of our chords with the bass, with the root on either the 5th or the 6th. The weird thing about guitar though is that you've got these middle strings that aren't tuned the same. So like, we should be able to do this same shape here and it'll still be a minor chord, but because these 2 strings are tuned a bit differently, we have to bring it up 1 fret. That's why there's 2 different shapes depending on where your root is. If it's on the 6th string, that's your minor chord shape. If your root is on the 5th string, this is your minor chord shape. Because we have to bring that 2nd string up 1 fret. Anyway, that was a bit of a tangent.
That was great.
So I think we were up to the first time bar there on the 2nd line, A flat 7. So this was our A flat before. To make it 7, we just raise that pinky with our 2nd finger on the 3rd string as well. Make sure that we've got the 6th string of the bass 8. So that's the last bar of our 2nd line. Now, half diminished. Do you remember the half diminished shape? That's the one.
Yeah.
Hectic. There you go. And then the G should say sharp 5.
Oops. No.
And then, yeah, that's it. That looked right. That's the one. Yeah. That's a nice movement there, going from the half diminished to the flat 6 with a sharp 5.
Oh no.
On the 5th position. The pinky kind of slides down 2 frets on the same string. Yeah, that's the one. And then we're back to C minor.
See, A flat 7, no?
Oh yeah, after the repeat. So this would be the second time bar. So I'm assuming the first time bar carries over to here. It would. So yeah, we'd go back to C minor after the G sharp 5. And C7. So for C7, if we're going from C minor, you just got to move your pinky down to the 2nd string and release that 2nd finger. So show me the C minor again. That's one, yep. Keep the 3rd finger where it is, that stays, as well as your 1st finger. That's the one. And then C minor 7. 2nd finger on the 2nd string there, yeah. Now for C minor 6, oh yeah, this is where we got a tangent, was with this chord. Because I was like, don't worry too much about extensions if it's too much of a hassle. So this one here. Yeah. Then if we're now on the 2nd time bar, A flat 7.
What's wrong?
Just gotta bring the 2nd finger up 1 string and release the pinky and move it all up 1 fret. There you go. Because remember, 5th fret here is A, so you go down 1 fret for A flat.
Yeah. Yeah. And then F is the 7.
F minor 7.
I don't know.
You've got the bass note.
Yeah.
That is F. Yeah. To do F minor 7. There. So we've got a bar on that 1st fret, unfortunately. Now, like I said before, we don't have to worry too much about bass notes on guitar, so we can do it this way. We've done this shape before for the G flat on the last one. So just a bar on the first 4 strings, and then your pinky 2 frets higher on the 1st string. Yeah. Now B flat sus. Interesting.
B flat is.
Yeah, it can be there. Or, because remembering that the 5th fret is the same as the open 5th string, we can take it up 1 fret on the 5th string to there. So we could do it there as well, which would be
Makes
good
sense.
because we've just come from this chord. So we should try and stay there. Now for sus, it doesn't say sus 2 or sus 4. I'm assuming it means sus 4, which would be that. Hang on. look up what it means when it says sus. Is it default sus4 or default sus2?
This is actually like super hard.
Yeah, it's
Like ridiculously too spec. The point is,
because you're not studying guitar, right?
No.
Like this is a lot.
this is
Like,
a lot.
It really is a lot. Like I'm having to look shit up myself, and I've been fucking playing for more than
You're
10
meant
years.
to
Like
pick an instrument you don't know how to play.
right.
This is too much.
Yeah,
for me.
it's a lot. Like I wouldn't. I've had students who've been playing, for years, and I wouldn't give them this. Like, it's
I should have picked the drums.
It's a lot. yeah, I probably should have. But yeah, let's I think maybe for now, it'd be good for us to sort of ignore some of these extensions because it's a lot.
Yeah.
So it'd be better for us to try and like simplify the chords and just go with like major, minor. If you have like half diminished and stuff like that, we'll do that. But when it comes to like the G sharp 5 and stuff, we could just do a G. Right. That way you only need to do a few different shapes and just know where they're supposed to be, rather than having to do all these different extensions on top of it. And once you have that down, then maybe you can start thinking about doing the extensions on top of that. So yeah, C minor, minor 7. We'll just go with C minor. Right. So this means you're going to be using your pinky a bit more because since we're not doing the sevens.
Pinky is strong.
Good. I should hope so. Being a viola player, yeah. I was like violin, viola, violin,
Get it right.
So yeah, we've got. I'll show you the two different shapes depending if we're doing 6th string bass or 5th string. So for a minor chord on the 6th string bass, it's all based around the E minor shape here. So this is E minor. So if we want to bar that, let's say we want to do a C minor. We find a C on the 6th string, which is going to be all the way up here on the 8th fret. And we'd have to bar that with the E minor shape. So there's no second finger. Remember, E minor is just those two fingers. So to play that up here, we just use our 3rd and pinky. That's right. If we wanted to do a C minor on the 5th string bass, it would look like this. That's what we've been doing. This one here. Now that one is based around the A minor chord shape. This one here. So I'm saying A minor chord shape because it's this is just the shape that we use to bring up. This is where the like if we're doing root on the 5th string, like the bass note on the 5th string, that's what the minor chord shape looks like, and you can play it anywhere along the neck depending on what the bass note is going to be. B flat, B, C, D flat, D, so on and so on. So yeah, those are our two options. As long as you can find where the C is. So on the 5th string it's on your 3rd fret, on the 6th string it's your 8th fret. Depending on where you want to play, you have those two options. Okay. So knowing that, how would you play a D minor chord? Non-open.
Is D
So that's
major?
D, yeah. But like, okay, so
It would be
we'll
two
work it
fingers
out.
together, right? Because A minor is like this. But where
So
is
just
D?
find the note D on the 5th string. That's D on the 6th string. Good.
Oh,
That's okay.
okay.
So if you're on the 6th string bass note, we take the E minor shape. So we'd have to bar that on the 10th fret.
But isn't E minor that?
Yes, but that's just the shape we're talking about. I'm not talking about actual E minor. Because this is the shape we use if we want to play a minor chord with the bass note on the 6th string, right? Because this C minor, this is your low E. So we take this same shape and we just move it up to fret 10. It's the same shape. It's just that instead of having open strings, we're now using the bar. We're using our first finger to like move it up. You know how like a capo works, where like it basically changes the tuning. That's basically what we're doing with our first finger on the bar.
Yeah.
So, but we don't often play chords this high up. That's the thing.
So you asked me to find it
So
on
more
this.
commonly it would be on the fifth string bass note. Yeah. So we know that the fifth string open is A.
A.
Right?
That's D.
Yeah, that's D. Good. So we use the A minor shape since we're now on the fifth string bass note. So we've got to bring those two fingers up one string. Yeah. Yeah. So that's our D minor. Okay. So those are the only two shapes you really need to know for your minor chords. Right? There are others, but like for the sake of simplicity right now, we'll just go with those two. Now for major, we only change one note. For E major, we just put our first finger down on the third string, first fret. Okay, and we just apply the same principle. So if we wanted to do A major with the sixth string bass, we would just take that same shape. Since our first finger is now busy with the bar, we have to use our other fingers. So yeah, that's an A major chord there on the sixth string bass note. Now, the other shape, so you know how we were doing E minor and the A minor shape? Now we'll do the E major and the A major shape. We've done this shape before on the B chord.
Yeah, right.
That's the one, yeah. So that there, that's C, because you got your bass note
Let's see.
on C, yeah. Just another way of doing your C chord there, if you wanted a little bit higher of an inversion. Okay, so if you can figure out like your bass notes on string 6 and 5 and just know where you are, then it's you can do a lot with just those two shapes or those four shapes. So C minor 7, just get rid of the 7, just go C minor. So remember the fifth string open is an A.
Yeah. A, B, C.
That's C sharp. Remember,
Oh?
between B and C is a semitone.
Oh.
If you think about the piano,
Yeah.
two white keys next to each other.
No.
Close. That's the one. Yeah. There you go. That's C minor. Now A flat. If it doesn't say anything, it's a major chord. So A flat major. We can't do it on the fifth string because the lowest note we can play is A.
Yeah.
So to go to A flat, we would need to use the sixth string. There you go, that's A flat. And we would, since we're on the sixth string bass note, we would use the E major chord shape. So it's got to be 2 frets, yeah. Second finger up one string, yeah. Yeah. That's the one. And then for the A flat 7 over B flat, you can just keep doing the A flat, just for now. And then you've got a G sharp 5, which we can just do it as G. We'll ignore the sharp 5 for now. Now we're on the second line, back to C minor. You right?
That looks exactly the same
Yeah.
as this.
Yeah.
So you're like, think of it as this minor, and then think of this one as major.
Yeah.
But like in my brain,
Yeah.
they look the same.
Yeah. Welcome to guitar. It's it is. It can be a little bit confusing, but yeah, I guess like I've just got it drilled into my memory that this is E major and this is A minor. So if you get really familiar with these 4 open chords, the E major, A major, and E minor, A minor. Just remember that, you know, if you've got the first finger on, or if you've got the second string pressed down, then it's your minor. If you've got the third string pressed down, it's your major.
Yeah.
Right? At least when it comes to those 2 shapes. Right? Because then the other way, we've got our A major shape. Right? But that one's pretty distinctive, right? Like, you're not going to get confused on that one. Yeah. And then the other one is our E minor shape.
No.
There you go, yeah. So release the second finger. We don't need that for the minor shape, yeah. So yeah, you'd know this already, but the minor chord has the minor third interval in it, right? So that's our minor third in the minor chord. Inside of this, well, we use the open chord here. So the minor third is on the 4th and 3rd string there. Yeah. To do a major, we raise the 3rd. So now it's a major 3rd on the 3rd string. Yeah. Never seen her do
Let
that.
me out!
Oh, she's chasing a fly.
Good girl! Hoppa.
So yeah, I can see why you get confused though with the A minor E major shape, because they're both the same. It's just down 1 string for the minor. Okay. But let's keep going with this. So the G sharp 5, we just do a normal G major shape. Second finger on the 3rd string, yeah. And now we're back to C minor, stay in the same position, because the C is on the 5th string, 3rd fret. Bring all the other fingers down 1 string, yeah, there you go. And for the C7, we can ignore the 7 and just do a normal C. This one. But it is a C7, like you can do it this way if you want. So yeah, that's one. And then back to C minor. C minor 6, just keep playing the C minor for that. And now we're on to the A, flat 7, so that's an A there on the 5th fret, down 1 fret for the A flat. Now D half diminished.
Oh yeah.
This is one of the different shapes we kind of have to do, there's no avoiding doing that.
I remember this one.
And then the G. Just go straight onto the second time bar there, I guess. Now for F minor. So think of your E minor shape, just everything up 1 fret. Meaning we have to bar because the open strings need to go up to 1. So these need to be here and on your 3rd and pinky. Yeah. Now that's probably the hardest bar chord to do is the F minor, because you know there's more tension down here on the strings. It's harder to actually get all those frets down. So yeah, and then B flat sus. You could just do a B flat. Yeah, these position 1 bar chords are not fun. and then E flat 7. So we'd go to an E flat major chord. So this would have to be done on the fifth string because we can't go lower than E on the 6th string. So here's another helpful tip. To find the octave, if you want to go an octave up from a string, you just go to fret 7 of the next string.
Oh, always?
Unless it's 3rd string to 2nd string, because that's tuned differently. But whenever your strings are a 4th apart, you just go up to the 7th fret to find the octave. And it changes on the 2nd string, you've got to go to the 8th fret. For the 2nd string, the 1st, it's also 7. So
yeah.
It's different to violin and viola because like all the strings are the same like interval apart.
There's only 4.
And there's only 4. Yeah. So yeah, if you want to find E flat, you just go up to fret 7 from your E. That's now an octave up, and you just go down 1 fret. That's your E flat. Right. I'm just trying to help you like recognize where your bass notes are a bit better, so you can build the chords from there. So there would be your E flat on fret 6 of your 5th string. And to do our major shape with the 5th string bass. A flat is on fret 4. Second finger up 1 string. No, you were right with the other 2. Yeah. Now back to E flat here. Don't worry about the over G. So that's back to our 6th fret on our 1st finger.
Oh.
Up 1. We were here before, yeah, on the E flat.
And then G, I remember this one easy.
So that's over G. So this is implying that it's an E flat major chord with G on the bass. So the slash G, you don't need to worry about that. That's the bass's job. Normally. So I doubt they're trying to get you to play like all these chords exactly as written. Like they're expecting you more to just sort of like jam along to it. I think it's too advanced personally for what. But yeah, what can you do? And then we've got our F minor, which is down here. But since we're up here for the E flat,
just go up 1, right?
We can go up. Well, up 1 would be E, and then up 1 more would be F. And to build the minor chord on the 5th string, we need to have our A minor shape. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, and then we just do 2 more bars of the same thing basically. So E flat. There you go, that's the one. And then up 2 frets to the minor shape. And that's 1 more bar. Yeah. Make sure we bar that. Yep. G minor.
That's G?
That's G, yep. And to build the minor chord on the 6th string bass, we use the E minor shape. No second finger. Yeah. And then it goes to G7, which is going to be bass of the major chord, so we add our second finger to that 3rd string. Yeah. And then back to C minor.
Forget.
So we got A on the open string, B, and C on the 3rd fret. Yeah. Bring all those 3 fingers down the string. Yeah. There you go. A flat. So remember, the 5th fret is A, and we go down 1 semitone 4. So 6th string. This would be A flat. Yeah. And then we will just go with the normal G here, so just down 1 fret. And but this is the major shape here, right? So A flat major needs the 2nd finger on the 3rd string, yeah. And then all down 1 fret, yeah, with the 2nd finger as well, because this is still major.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And C minor.
We just played this and I forget.
These two need to go down to string 4 and 3. Yeah, that's the one. It's major. C minor once again. And stick to the C minor.
Oh my god.
Make it stop!
Really?
Like, even my hand's getting a bit tired.
Yeah. Oh.
And then this is a B over G, so just a B chord.
No.
So B, yep, there you go. Back to C minor. How you doing there?
What? I'm gonna die. I'm getting hungry.
Shake it out. Shake it.
Really? It hurts like all
Yeah.
here.
Yeah. This is fucking.
This is so hard.
I really think they've fucked up with the, like,
If we all
the
fail.
material.
Yeah.
Like, for someone, like, for an assignment or an exam where you're not expected to be able to play the instrument, like, this is a lot.
Mhm.
This is a lot. Like, I would be giving you just, like, open chords if it was, you know, for what's supposed to be a beginner. Like, this is, yeah, it is a lot. Yeah.
I'm gonna write in the blog and be like, this is some bullshit.
This is